Hey, good welcome. So today, as companies, we want our customers to see us as bold. We want them to see us as authentic, emotional, and relevant. How do we do that? Harvard Business Review published a study that found that the key levers to brand adoption are emotion, as we've all been talking about today. They saw that one credit card company created a card focused specifically on the emotional connection with millennials and credit cards. And when they did that, when they created this card that touted an emotional connection, they saw a 70% increase in adoption and a 10% increase in spend on the card from millennials. So clearly, emotion is key. But how do we understand the emotions of our customers? How do we know if the ideas that we have are going to resonate and mean something to them? We ask them. So we follow 3 key rules of what I'm calling the principles of Agile research. The first one, most people will tell you to think big. I'm going to tell you to think small. Ask small questions. Focus your questions on the key topic that you want to understand. Don't try and understand the world. We're used to marketing research that takes weeks to complete. Let's think small and fit into that Agile process. Be timely. Make sure there's time to use the insights. Waiting until you've finished a campaign, finished developing a product isn't going to help you. Do it within each phase of your design process. And empower everyone in your organization. Have everybody talking to the customer. Don't just silo it by a team. Have your social media team, your digital marketing managers, your product managers, all talking to customers. So some examples of how you can do this and how human insights can inform each stage. You might typically get together in a room with your colleagues and brainstorm ideas. What if you talk to your customers about their needs to generate those ideas before you even got in that room? And then, after you've brainstormed, you can validate and make sure you're on the right track before any design work starts. Then, do a more detailed study on a concept or a more refined prototype. Finally, test your idea, your design, your product before you launch. Make sure it's going to resonate the way you want. And of course, measure afterwards as well, as many of you are likely doing now. What happens if we don't do this? You guys might remember this campaign, this Pepsi campaign. It got 1.6 million views in the first 48 hours on YouTube, with 5 times as many downvotes as upvotes. Talk about really bad publicity. It was called trash, tone deaf, and somebody even said that it was so bad that it united the internet. So how do we avoid being Pepsi? I didn't just throw this in here because we're in Coke country. We decided to take a look at a new advertisement for iPhone, one of our favorite topics today, who are targeting Generation Z. So here you can see a Giphy. I don't have a ton of time to play the whole advertisement, but this concept, essentially they're placing stickers all throughout the world. They get into a sticker food fight. It's quite entertaining. So we decided, okay, why don't we put this commercial in front of some Generation Z humans and find out what they think. So we did just that. And if our tech friends could play my sound. I don't have a video, but I do have sound.
But it's more than just fun. Energized. I think that it was lighthearted, it was fun, I liked all the use of bright colors, it made it very visually interesting. They kept it simple, there was no dialogue, which is the point, I guess, they're saying with the stickers, you don't need words, it can be, through language. But yeah, it was very like high energy, high action, but not like crazy.
I was very intrigued by this ad just because it was so much happening and it's young people and, I'm on the younger side. So it's relatable. And it makes me want to use the feature. And I'm intrigued as to what it would be like to use the feature. So definitely intrigued.
I have to admire this in cinematography. That's gorgeous. Really, just I wonder how long it took. Wow. I'm just crazy impressed by the video right now.
Easy.
Okay, we can stop it now. Thank you, guys. So, as you heard, Generation Z loves this advertisement. We actually showed them a series, so there's more than just this one, but they loved it. We also showed it to some boomers and some millennials. They didn't quite have the same reaction. So clearly, iPhone and Apple know what they're doing. They likely listened to their customer and got feedback and were successful. So again, I want you guys to remember when you're thinking about research and your Agile processes, think small. Focus on one topic, bite-sized chunks. Be timely. Make sure you can use the research. And finally, empower everyone in your organization to constantly listen to the customer. Thank you.